So guys, today we're talking about the video intercoms of apartment solutions. So we have two types of video intercom. We have the villa and the apartment. For villa, it's more or less of apartment solution, but for apartment solution, you find it has more videos which are fence station compared to the villa. So you find for villa, the topology, it's a little bit larger compared to the villa solution. So I'll be starting, and if at all be having any questions, please don't hesitate to ask the questions. So after learning the course, what are you expected to be knowing? It's the business function and the topology of the apartment video intercom solution. Understand the business function, configuration process, and the basic troubleshooting, right? Then installations. So residential scenarios. So we have the residential scenario, roles in scenarios of visitors, residents, and concierge. So transfer calls. So an apartment or residential usually needs to manage access control and residential to improve safety. Convenient quality of life. In common areas, doors, gates, all people access by visual controller. The managed center or resident home must know the details of the door so that all visitors are managed in safety ways. Roles in scenarios. Visitors. Visitors call concierge through the face door station in front of the community. The concierge check the visitors info and the resident through the master station when they make door release. So the visitors call the residents through the unit door in front of the apartment resident makes doors release. So for apparently we have started uploading them. So like this one they'll be uploaded today. So you can also access them there. They'll be uploaded today. So you can see Endale Mohirite is asking. So still the material can't be uploaded. I've already uploaded the first one have been uploaded, and tomorrow it will reflect because it will be published tomorrow. So but for the YouTube, so today I've uploaded 3 materials. So the link, I will send it to you. And also, when you check out on Frederick Muñoz, you'll find the YouTube there, Frederick Muñoz. So let me type the name of the YouTube channel, Frederick Muñoz. The name. So you'll find it's all about the trainings. I'll be uploading them there, nothing else. Yeah. So visitor concierge, resident multiple ways to access cards, password, fingerprints, and guard. So receive calls unlocked via Indom apps, intercom door release, alarm push, property service demand by calling master station. Concierge visitor management, provide property service on time and by two-way talk between the monitor stations. So as we have been checking, as I have just gone through the scenarios and the concierge, all those, so anything or anyone who can tell us the application scenario between the VTH, the VTO, the VTH, and the VTS, also the communication via the mobile app. Anyone who can be able to give a small illustration about this, the small topology in front of us. Anyone? Anyone? Anyone who has interacted with the VTO and the VTH? So if at all there will be no one, I'll just be pushing on. So I'll give you guys, if at all you have a chance, just ask questions. So at this point, wherever we can see a mobile phone, whatever comes into our mind is that we can access our VTH. These are a unit indoor screens whereby you can access your home door via your phone, mobile phone. So whenever there's a person at the door, calls, then you find it just communicate, it dials here. This is the VTO, then dials to the VTH, where the VTH is connected to your phone through P2P network, whereby you have installed maybe the DMSS mobile app, whereby you can be able to see the person at the door. Then you can be able to open via your phone also. Then check in for proprietor. So at the concert, you have the VTS. Then the VTS, maybe the visitor can call to the VTS, to the concert, and the concert communicates to the owner of the house, like that, whereby it's more orderly and more appropriate whenever we have such a thing. More appropriate so whenever you have such a communication flow, whereby you find from the door station to the fence to the VTH, from the fence station to the VTS, from the VTS to the VTH, right? Yeah. Then fence station. So the fence station, you can see we have the entrance, apartment, visitor arriving, check and call owner, remote check. So then you have community intercom system. So in short, this is the topology. Under this, we have this is just like a physical topology of the real diagrams, how we connect into different scenarios. Let's say at this point, we have the security room, we have the IPC camera, we have the fence station, the fence VTO, we have the DSS mobile app with the VDP, then we have the public network. At this point, we can see the connection. Then we have the switch. From the switch, we have another switch here. Then we have the lobby, the VTO. Then we have PoE switch, whereby we can see it combines two floors like that. So at this point, we find what the function of the fence VTO. The fence VTO, it gives the visitor whenever he's at the gate and the gate is locked. So you can be able to call from that point and call to the security room. And the security room will be able to refer you to the room that you're maybe going to visit. From there, if at all you have been allowed to get in, then you'll come here to the lobby. Then from the lobby, you can be able to dial the exact room that you wanna call. And from that, they can be able to view you and also give you access to get into. Yeah, kind of that flow of traffic. So it's like a continuation of something, movement. Yeah. So you find, in short, the main purpose of the VTO and the VDPs is to increase the security level, security measures. Yeah. I don't know if there is anyone who have a question on that right now. Anyone with a question? Anyone with a question at this point? Ask anything before we move on. A question, or you're much okay. So let's move on. So community intercom system management center. It's an unlock history, call history. Unlock history and call history. Release the text information to the VTH. VTH alarms upload the linkage, unlock doors remotely. So SIP server, all video door phones product registered into the server. All terminal devices can video intercom with the servers and each other. Small apartment intercom system. So under small apartment, we can see or whatever can comes into our mind that the numbers of devices have reduced. These are small apartment, and we can say we have a camera at this point. Whereby at this point, wherever we have a camera, what's the purpose of the camera? It's to increase the field of view. Whereby the video, wherever it was just say, it can increase the environment so that you can see it on a larger view angle. Whereby you can be able to see beings at the background. Then we have used the video as the SIP server. Platform is not needed to cost effective, do not support app currently, video surveillance and alarm integrated. Sure. So since we have the detectors at this point. Then we have the security room where we find the VTS, whereby the VTS can be able to call different types of different rooms, the different VTH, and different VTH can call each other, but you can't call VTH can't call a VTO at that moment, whereby but the VTO can call the VTH. Yeah. Then system highlights, powerful system capacity. So powerful system capacity, what does this mean? This means that the maximum numbers of rooms, let's say like 5,000 rooms, so those are very high. That's a very big number of rooms that are there. Then we have other companies and Dahua. So this is HD, this is the angle of view for the door stations. So you can be able to see how clear it is. Then the audibility. Audibility, remote unlock, video integration, intercom in any devices. Then system topology and function list. System topology and function list. So we find DSS Express, switch, master station, first station, unit station, second confirmation VTO, unit VTH. So under this topology, it tells you from how the devices will communicate to each other. So we find at this point, we have the first station calls any unit VTH and property, support fence unlock, fingerprints unlock, access card unlock, this is DSS config. Then we have the unit VTO, support the face unlock, fingerprint unlock, access card unlock, and DSS config. Unit VTO calls the VTH, opens the doors. Then the unit VTH calls the VTS. DND mode VTO can't call during the DND mode. Then this is the do not disturb. Then we have the VTH answer the calls from VTO to open the door. Second confirmation VTO calling the VTH and open the doors. The VTS to call the VTH. Then we have the fence station, VTH, VTS, DSS. Then we have the unit VTO, the VTH, DSS, unit VTO, VTO unit, second confirmation VTO unit. So it tries to tell you where the device, the function and the devices. So at this point, this DSS Express, apparently we have DSS, the higher version of DSS Express, where then we have a switch. A switch shows interconnection between these different devices. Then we have to see that from the master station, you have the first station. First station, you have unit VTO. From the unit VTO, you have the second confirmation VTO. From the second confirmation VTO, we have the unit VTH. This is the small screen that is inserted, all mounted into the house, whereby whenever you have a visitor, he or she can call at the gate and you'll be able to see him or her via the VTO. So device list and tools. So you have the DHI VTO 99341D fence station. Then you have VTO 99341D unit VTO, VTH 1550CH unit VTH. Then we have second confirmation VTO. Then we have the VTS, the VMS, the VDP toolbox from the official website and install the VDP. Configuration tool for VDP devices complete the device initialization. Installation guide. VIDA VTO doesn't provide power supply for locks, which needs separate DC 12 volts power supply, electric bolt lock, magnetic lock, connect to NC interface, electric strike lock, connect to normally open interface. In the type of lock is different in the signal cable is different. If you use electric bolt lock, electric strike lock, use 2-core signal cable is okay. If you use magnetic lock, the lock requires installing the magnet. You need to use 4-core signal cable. You need to use 2-core signal line, not required, we just use 2-core signal. So this is the installation guide. If you want to connect 2 locks, please refer to the picture below. We need to add the access control extension module. So this is the this is the module here, extension access control module. So if you want to guess the message function, you need to insert SD card on the VTH. Anyone with a question there? As we move on. So we are getting into the configuration process overview, whereby we will be looking how we do configure the VTO, the VTH, and maybe the VTS. So at first point, we must know that we have the fence station, which is the VTO. We have the unit, which is the web. We have the VTH, second confirmation VTO, VTS, DSS. Set IP, set SIP ID, set SIP server DSS, set IP, set SIP ID, set SIP server DSS. Henceforth, and also you can see we have second confirmation VTO web, VTS, set IP, set SIP server DSS, add VTO, add device video intercom management. Batch setting, business, dial rule, config tool, DSS, configuration table, and the SIP white paper. So we'll be starting from device initialization. You open the VDP, so download the Dahua toolbox. So you're having this software, this toolbox. In it got some softwares pre-installed whereby you just run them. So it's just like a virtual box whereby in it you can be able to install Windows, Linux, like that. So it's a virtual environment whereby it has been kept. You have some softwares which are there. So what you do is just install with that. You just install the software in that virtual box. Another software you just install to that virtual box. So you'll be running the softwares within the virtual environment. About the device initialization steps, please check the device initialization lab manual to check the VDP config tool manual, and you need to initialize the VTO, the VTH, and the IPC. These devices should supposed to be initialized. So the first VTO configuration, device types, system config, local config, Then device type file station, local config, system config, LAN config. File station number should be 9 hashtag 99 hashtag. Because it has started from the building number, then the building unit. So it's called building 99, unit 99. So that's a hashtag. Then the server type is express because we are using DSS express like that. Then we click OK. Then we come to network config. The network configuration tool. So at the network configuration tool, we come to the SIP server config system. So network config SIP server. So the SIP server is the DSS IP port, which is 5080. Then username it's 99 hash 8001. So that's for the network config the SIP server. So 8001. So the number is the building number because we have the building unit, then 8001. Then we have the VDP, the password, then SIP domain, VDP, login, admin, login password, like that. So let's move on. Then you find at this point, after installing those credentials, then you click OK. So that's the VTO configuration step. So we move on. Unit VTO. So from the unit VTO, it's just the same procedure that we are following, whereby we're starting from the unit DOS station. You choose its unit DOS station, then you click OK. Then at this point, you cover the local config, whereby you're supposed to look sensitivity field 60, 120, like that. Before just the procedure, then you click OK. Then the network configuration port is 5080, which is the DSS express. Then we have username, then password, BDP, like that, and then we click OK. So second configuration with your configuration, the SIP server, network SIP setting SIP server. So the SIP server, it's DSS IP port 5080. Basic information, villa call number, it's 11 hashtag 0. Building number is 02, unit 02. So it's 11 hashed 200, right? Then the VTH configuration. The VTH configuration. So keep pressing the setting to enter the configuration menu. So it depends on different types of devices that we have. Okay, there are those types of devices whereby we could press at this point at the setting button without releasing it. Then from that point, it could take you to the next position whereby you find that it could take you to the setting. Then we have the SIP server room number, then VTO. Then if there are several VTH and second confirmation, the VTO, the room number should has 0 to 9. Then server DSS IP port 5080, the main VTO IP is unit VTO IP, like that. Then VTH configuration to enter the operation menu to set DND, no disturbing duration. No disturbing duration. Then after no disturb, then VTH configuration. So press the setting to enter the user operation menu to set no disturbing duration. So that's if at all it's necessary for you. But if at all it isn't, no need of putting no disturbing duration. Then we go to the VTS configuration. The SIP server. Config, advanced config SIP server. So SIP server DSS IP, port 5080. So the port is 5080. Then adding VTO config, advanced config device info. So add the VTO first station IP. So you're going to say VTO on the first station. So it's supposed to be the fence station. So then at this point, at this juncture, we will be looking at the DSS configuration. So for the DSS configuration, we add organization device management group relation config, adding department and adding personnel. So this is under the moment you want now to run the application of the VTO under the DSS. So if we have the add organization, so the building unit, add the device, auto search, manually add, get info. If the VTO, the VTH info is modified, we must get info in DSS, right? Yeah. Then at this point, after that, we have the DSS configuration, the video intercom management, which is device group config, management group config, and group relation config. So check all the VTO and the VTH status, then VTS, DSS, which then at this point under group relationship, look which VTO calls which center. So personal face, personal cards. So it is face info, personal cards, authentication, authorization person to the VTO, then commissioning. So under commissioning, so we're looking at the open the door VTO. So the VTO calls the VTH, the unit VTO calls directly to 101 first station, calls rooms, building, number of units, like that. So leave the message when there is no response. So anyone with a question at that point? Yes, anyone with a question? Before I turn it to the Villa solution. So I want us to look to the Villa and then we see the difference. What's the main difference at that point? So that's what I'm asking. Is there anyone who has a question? Anyone with a question? So anyone with a question at that point? So let us not silent. So if at all you have any question, please ask the question and we'll be able to move well. So I'm waiting for anyone who have a question or something that is burning.
I have a question.
Okay.
Which cable are we using while interconnecting the devices? Is it cut 7?
Okay, it's the Cat6 cable, so it depends. So anything, okay, like the system that I'm showing you right now, it's a IP system, right?
Yeah.
So the IP system will be using the network cable. So it depends on the device that you have. We have the devices that they are IP system, but they need to be powered via adapters, by powers from the adapters. But we have other devices that they can be powered by PoE switch, depending on the capability of the switch, because we have different PoE switch with different power output.
Okay, thank you. There's something else that I want to ask.
Okay.
On small apartments.
Sorry?
It was on small apartments.
Okay.
Between the devices,
Mm-hmm.
VTH.
Between the devices and the
VTH.
on the VTH, yeah. What there?
Is it interconnecting them?
Okay.
There's an interconnection there.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know if it's a switch or a what?
Yeah, it's a switch.
Okay, a normal switch.
Not a normal switch.
Like the one we use, on camera. Sorry.
Yeah, but it depends. If at all it's a it's a PoE switch.
Okay.
Yeah, so it must be. If at all your devices can be powered through PoE, then the switch should be PoE. If at all it's not PoE, then you must do the connection. Then you'll provide extra power sources for the devices.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so but you can see for the IP system, the one that they have PoE, they are much well, and the numbers of cables will be much less. It won't be looking so clumsy.
Okay.
So are you in a site that you are trying to sort, or you are trying to do the installation part? So Lawrence,
Yeah.
hello. Okay, I can't hear you. Lawrence, okay. Then guys, we totally don't have another question. Let me show you. We try to see the main difference between apartment and a villa solution. So guys, so what now we are looking at, it's the villa. So the other one that we had was the apartment. So for villa, it's something, not something, it has no those big devices. So you find it's the connection is so direct and so simple. So for apartment, it has different types of devices connection and different types of communication via those devices. So at this point, we have the video intercom for the villa solution. So if you'll be having also a question that you can be able to relate it between the villa and the apartment, feel free to do so. So The exact thing is about the topology of the villa and system overview. You can see video intercom villa solution. So we have the recorder, we have the siren, we have the curtain, the door, window connector, panic button, PIR, cameras, alarm hub, the VTO and the VTH. These are the video intercom. What does this come? This is a total solution to defend your home. So in short, you can be able through at this point you can see through the DMSS, you can be able to control all these devices into this system. So the alarm system connected to it, the VTO can open the doors and you can be able to see everywhere you want, whenever you want to see. The cameras you can be able to access through the DMSS. PIR motion detection, you can be able to send motion detection whenever you by having your phone as long as you have connected them through your network wherever you are. So you can be able to do. It showed the total security is there under DMSS, whereby we have the video intercom. These are the two devices from the video intercom, the video surveillance, the recorders and the cameras, then the alarm system, where we have the siren, curtains, door, window contact, panic button, PIR, and the alarm hub. So the video intercom villa solution, so with the VTO and the VTH, more types can be found in the Dahua website. So these are different types of VTH, and this we have the VTO, then we have the VTS. And the video intercom for villa solution, you can see how it looks like. Access control extension module for magnetic lock. Then we have the VTH, we have the IPC, then we have the switch, the router, DMSS. This is a small topology. Then we have the installation, configuration. So let's look at the configuration part. So the installation guide is just similar, the same diagram that we had with the apartment one. So configuration is that right now we have few devices to configure. Then we have the camera. Open the VDP config, initialize the devices, modify the IP addresses. So config VTO web. So add the room number, config SIP server, config local lock, config second lock, config leave message. Then at the config VTH network setting, config the SIP server, adding IPC, VTO message, time setting. Open the VDP config, download the Dahua toolbox. So step 2, click. Step 2, system display user manual. So about the device initialization steps, please check the device initialize lab manual, check the VDP config tool. You need to initialize the VTO, VTH, and the IPC. So those are the things, this is something to note about. So at this point, so through the VTO, we do configuration through the web interface. So we access it via the web interface, whereby we have to log in, fill in the VTO IP address. With IE Explorer, it will show the login interface as below. Input the username and the password. Then you have the basic settings, local settings, basic device properties, configuration SIP server, network settings, SIP servers, then disable the SIP server function. Then you edit the SIP server parameters. Step select the server's type as the VTO. Then input the VTO IP address as you have set, keep the port parameters as default, enable the SIP server function, click save. Then, so you can see from this point, so the basic setting is local setting, device properties, then configuration, the SIP server, Then after there, we do adding the room number. So when you add the room numbers, let's say you have the room number, so you check the room number and add one VTH room number such as 101 and fill the room number name. Then configure the second lock, interface lock, second lock, enable, save, then enable leave message to upload the function, click confirm. Then, so that was the VTO. So under the VTH, you don't use the web interface. It is through the initialization whereby we access the device directly. So we enter the password and then the email and then you confirm. Then the next thing we'll be moving is the network. Under network settings, we have the LAN. Press the setting for the more than 6 seconds, enter the password set during initialization and click OK. Then if step 2, click network, select LAN, enter local IP, subnet mask, gateway DHCP, choose off, then press OK. IP address, the VTH, the VTO shall be in the same network segment. Otherwise, the VTH will fail to obtain the VTO info after configuration. The VTH setting, VTH config, room number shall be the same with the VTH. If you need to add the extension VTH, you better enter the master room. Otherwise, you'll fail to connect the VTO. So these are the small steps that you're supposed to be following. Configure the SIP server, setting SIP server, enter the SIP server's IP Villa VTO IP. No VMS system use the Villa VTO as the SIP server, enter the network port 5060. If you use the VTO SIP server, port must be 5060. Set the enable status to be okay, on. Press OK, save settings, then other parameter use the default. So this for the VTO configuration part. Then add IPC. So adding IPC, you must add the camera, the IP address, and click OK. Format the SD card. Then the video message time settings, setting general others. So when the video message times is out, is not 0. So first of all, if the VTH SD card doesn't answer when the video calls, enter the message status and according to the prompt, save the messages in the SD card, then the VTH. If the VTH doesn't have a SD card, but the video has enabled the leave message upload, the set SIP server message tab will appear in the VTH into VTH info interface. So commissioning. Press the call button, the VTO, calling the VTH, unlock the doors. It's one per camera, not many cameras. To the VTH, it's only one. I can see Hassan Gashoka has asked how many cameras that we can connect to the VTH. It's only one, so you'll be choosing the one that you want to add. You add one, and you can't display them once. They must have an interval. Camera 1, camera 2, like that. You can't play them, all of them. Yeah. So, but you might be having different IP addresses of different cameras listed on the VTH. So you're the one to choose which one to be displayed. Gashoka, are you okay on that side that you have asked right now? Okay, sure. Then tap on the VTH to answer the calls, on the VTH to unlock the doors, the VTH to unlock the second door. Monitoring VTO from the VTH. So monitoring the VTO from the VTH. The main interface of the VTH selects the monitor, door, and the door interface is displayed. So we have the monitor VTO from VTH. Then in the main interface, the VTH select the IPC. It is displayed. So you can select the IPC need the monitor, the screen is displayed. Then check the guest messages on the VTH. The system displayed guest messages interface. All tab displays all messages of the system where whereas 100 display 100 messages. Exporting access control logs. You cannot export the access control logs in a time period in a web page of the VTO. Step 1, log the web VTO, select log management and log, click export data. So things to ask about: where can I read the message from the VTO to the VTH? Check whether the SD card is installed in the VTH, then format the SD card before using it. Second block is not affected. Connect the second block with the external module and enable the second block function in the VTO, web access control. Why can the VTH call the VTO, but the VTO can call the VTH? Check the VLAN call number into the web and you enable the group call function in the VTO should set in the VTH. So guys, that's what I was just taking you through about the access control and the VDPs. So I don't know if I don't have any question on that. Okay, that's the end of my session. That's the end of my presentation. Do you have anything on that?